Hello and welcome back to the 7th episode of
इंस्पायरिंग मॉमीज एंड डैडीज आउट देयर। आज का हमारा टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन, जैसे कि श्रेया ने बताया, इट वुड रिवॉल्व अराउंड मेल इनफर्टिलिटी। सो मेल इनफर्टिलिटी के बारे में श्रेया बात करना मुझे इसलिए भी ज़रूरी लगता है बिकॉज देर आर लॉट ऑफ मिसकंसेप्शंस इन द फर्टाइल माइंड्स ऑफ द जेंटलमैन विजिटिंग अ क्लिनिक। सो लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड द टेबूज, लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड एंड ब्रेक द मिथ्स अराउंड इट।
Let's start by understanding कि whether impotency और infertility same है या नहीं।
See, many a times impotency is considered as male infertility, but ऐसा नहीं है। Impotency is an erectile dysfunction. It is a sexual dysfunction wherein the male partner is not able to get or maintain an erection capable enough in getting a sexual intercourse successfully. ठीक है, but there is a chance that there is no problem in sperm production. So what I mean to say is an impotent patient need not necessarily be infertile, but male infertility is different. Male infertility is wherein the male partner is not able to make his female partner, his fertile female partner pregnant over the period of 1 year even after successful intercourse. So बहुत सी बार मेल्स को ऐसे लगता है कि हाई सेक्स ड्राइव अगर है तो दे आर मोर पोटेंट एंड दे आर मोर फर्टाइल, जबकि ऐसा नहीं है।
Okay. Coming to the very next question, could you tell us, doctor, कि male infertility कितना common है?
See, almost 50% couples visiting an IVF center, there is a problem in the male partner. Okay, directly or indirectly, they contribute to the infertility story of the couple. ठीक है, it could be because of low sperm count, it could be because of low motility, it could be because of abnormal morphology, or at times there could be zero sperms in the ejaculate. ठीक है?
Male infertility sounds very complex. Could you tell us कि what are the major causes behind it?
See, causes could be, there could be hormonal causes, there could be fluctuations in the testosterone, FSH and estradiol levels. There could be genetic causes, that is there could be deletions on the Y chromosome of the male partner. There could be something called varicocele. There could be a blockage in the tubes. Those are carrying the sperms to the ejaculate. At times obesity, at times high blood sugars, that is diabetes, hypertension and high cholesterol levels, and the medications taken to treat these diseases can also contribute to male infertility.
Okay. Coming to the next question, is male infertility treatable? If yes, what are the treatment options available?
See, male infertility, the treatment options depend upon what is the count, motility and morphology of the semen parameters. Okay, if there are just mild variations in the count, motility and morphology, even 2 to 3 IUI cycles can be tried if the female partner is healthy enough, if the female partner is fertile enough. But if the count, motility and morphology is too bad, like let's say if the count is less than 8 to 10 million, if the morphology is less than 1% morphology of the sperms, then IVF is better option for them. But just count, motility and morphology is not the end. कभी कभी ऐसे भी होता है कि पेशेंट का काउंट अच्छा है, मोटिलिटी अच्छा है, मॉर्फोलॉजी अच्छा है, बट स्टिल ही इज़ द मेन पार्टनर हु इज़ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटिंग टू इनफर्टिलिटी बिकॉज उसके स्पर्म्स का DNA फ्रेगमेंटेशन इंडेक्स बहुत हाई हो सकता है। अब DNA फ्रेगमेंटेशन इंडेक्स क्या होता है? कोई भी स्पर्म के हेड में उसका DNA मटेरियल मौजूद होता है। एट टाइम्स देयर इज़ अ ब्रेकेज ऑफ द DNA स्ट्रैंड्स in the sperms, and this is the causative factor for infertility. Supposing the males are in their 40s ka age group, supposing they have diabetes, supposing they are chronic smokers, or if there's any other medical disorder in the males and the female partners are having repeated abortions, DNA fragmentation index is something that should be considered.
Could you tell us, doctor, can we improve the sperm DNA fragmentation index?
Yes, certainly. See, it is possible to improve the sperm DNA fragmentation index to some extent. Firstly, by improving the lifestyle, eating fresh foods, avoiding alcohol, avoiding smoking, daily moderate exercise, good exposure to vitamin D, of course, and obviously avoiding sauna baths. At times, we also prescribe antioxidants to this kind of patients, which has shown to improve the results in some cases, not all. But most important, you will be surprised to know that repeated ejaculations do help to improve the sperm DNA fragmentation index. कई बार males को ऐसे लगता है कि when they are trying to conceive, they are supposed to try into that fixed duration of fertile period of female and they should abstain for rest of the period, जबकि ऐसा नहीं है. Frequent ejaculations is something which maintains the sperm health. And I'm sure this was one of the myths which I have broken right now. But I also like to mention over here that there was a study published in the European Journal of Reproductive Health Medicine that men who ejaculated daily for 7 days in a week had better sperm quality at the end of 7th day rather than males who abstained. So this is something that is important for everybody to know.
Coming to the most important question, could you tell us, doctor, is it possible for a zero count males to father a genetic baby?
See, it depends upon what is the cause of that zero sperm count. Okay, at times there could be just an obstruction in the outflow tract that carries the sperms, and these are the patients wherein it is possible to retrieve the sperms from testicular aspiration very easily. See, but at times there could be a defect in the formation of sperms, but the genital tract is intact and there is defect in the formation of sperms. This is called as non-obstructive azoospermia. This is the kind of patient, this is a group of patient which is thoda difficult to treat. These are the kind of patients जिनमें fathering a genetic baby becomes slightly difficult. इसके दो causes हो सकते हैं, एक तो genetic और दूसरा hormonal. जेनेटिक कॉजेस में जैसे कि हमने वाई क्रोमोसोम माइक्रोडिलीशन के बारे में बात किया, अब ये वाई क्रोमोसोम पे एजोस्पर्मिया फैक्टर्स होते हैं विच कुड बी ए, बी एंड सी. If the Y chromosome microdeletion is present on azoospermia factor C, मतलब अगर आपका रिपोर्ट ऐसे आता है कि Y chromosome microdeletion is present on AZFC, then there is chance that we can retrieve sperms out of your testis by a procedure called microtessay, which is a very advanced procedure of retrieval of sperms. बट मानिए अगर आपका रिपोर्ट में ऐसे दिखाता है कि एजोस्पर्मिया फैक्टर ए और बी पे माइक्रोडिलीशन प्रेजेंट है, तो ट्रस्ट मी, प्रैक्टिकली देयर इज नो पॉसिबिलिटी दैट वी कुड रिट्रीव एनी स्पर्म्स आउट ऑफ यू थ्रू एनी एडवांस ट्रीटमेंट्स. So you might have to undergo treatment with donor sperms itself. Second important cause could be the hormonal imbalance. At times the FSH and LH levels could be too low or too high, or the testosterone levels could be too low. So these are the patients in which hormonal therapy can help us to retrieve sperms out of the testis.
अभी आपने मेंशन किया कि लो टेस्टोस्टेरोन कैन अफेक्ट मेल स्पर्म प्रोडक्शन, तो should males consider taking testosterone supplements?
Not at all, not at all. See, this is the second most important myth that I really want to clarify. Males often consider that high testosterone levels means high sex drive, high testosterone levels means more masculinity, high testosterone levels means more sperms, but it is actually not the condition. Taking artificial testosterone boosters, taking steroids as a health supplement, even in the gyms, this can reduce the production of sperms to an extreme level, to the extent that it has now been considered as taking it for birth control. ठीक है? So males who are trying to get pregnant should never ever think of taking testosterone supplements. At least consult a fertility expert what is good for you.
If a man has a child from his previous relationship, is there any possibility of him becoming infertile?
Yes, of course. See, having a child from previous relationship or having a child in the past does not necessarily mean that the man would sustain his fertility throughout his life in a similar way. ठीक है, lot of times there are fertility issues after 40s. ठीक है, जो कि हमारे समाज में ऐसे माना जाता है कि फीमेल्स की फर्टिलिटी कम होते जाती है 30s के बाद, लेकिन मेल्स की फर्टिलिटी कभी कम नहीं होती, जो ऐसा नहीं है. मेल्स की फर्टिलिटी भी ओवर द टाइम, ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ एज कम होते जाती है. फ़र्क इतना है कि उनकी फर्टिलिटी थोड़ी स्लोली कम होती है. फीमेल्स डिक्लाइन द एग क्वालिटी वेरी फास्ट, मेल्स डिक्लाइन द स्पर्म क्वालिटी थोड़ा स्लोली. ठीक है. Secondly, there could also be conditions like varicocele coming up. There could also be medical conditions like diabetes, hypertension. There could also be infections. This could change the man's fertility as well. So ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि पास्ट में अगर आपने किसी फीमेल को प्रेग्नेंट किया है तो it is not possible for you to become infertile later on.
Coming to the very last question, doctor, could you tell us what advice would you like to give the males who are struggling with infertility?
See, basically stop smoking, stop taking alcohol, a very good lifestyle, a very good hydration, a very good diet. Start including fresh fruits and nuts in your diet. Have mild to moderate exercise, but a daily routine of exercise. Last but not the least, keep those cell phones away from your lower pockets.
Dr. Samrita, thank you so much once again, and always remember there is hope and many couples can successfully overcome male infertility with right guidance and support. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.